Sorry for
Well,
that.
welcome to the show. We're hanging out with Mark. He's in. Where are you, Mark? Tell her because I can't pronounce it.
Dewsbury, Shropshire.
Yeah, there you go. He's
Oh,
over there.
no.
And is he like a hillbilly, Emma? Is he a hillbilly or what?
A hillbilly of England.
Y-
No, like the north is great. Like the north. It's like what do they say? Like northern monkeys, southern fairies is like
Yeah,
the
well,
thing we like.
I'm a Welsh border, so I'm virtually a sheepshagger.
I'll tell you.
Wales is nice.
Hold on one second. I'm gonna get Emma into everybody who's watching on YouTube. I just got to pull Emma into the show real quick, and then we'll have Emma on the show. I want to thank you for coming on the show. I did a little research on you, so I know a little bit about you. But while I'm getting you set up on the YouTube, why don't you tell us a little bit about you?
Cool. So yeah, I've pretty much been a musician since a really young age. Been singing since I was like 8 years old. I was classically trained. And then when I was like a teenager, I started writing songs and getting into my own kind of swing of things and kind of like branching out of the classical genre. But I still really love it. It's still like something that's really like, I always listen to classical music and it's given me so much like strength in my voice and everything. So that was like a real benefit going into like the more like rocky kind of
So that
stuff.
so that 14-year-old girl singing in a church, that's you.
Pretty much,
That I
yeah.
that I found
Yeah.
on YouTube. And speaking of which, classically trained, much like Pat Benatar, right? Pat Benatar started out as an opera singer, and
Yeah.
went into rock and roll and had one of the strongest voices in rock and roll.
It
So
does
that,
help. And so did Annie Lennox as well. Annie Lennox is classically trained as well.
you
And
know,
you can hear it in her voice. Like it does give you such a good setup. Like it just yeah, it's there. So you can't get rid of it and you've just got it there then. But it is a really good I'd advise anyone to do it. Like any kids who, want to be a singer one day.
so did you like start out when you say classically trained? Was that through school, or is it something that your parents put you in, or?
Yeah, well, I think I was like singing at like it's some kind of like harvest festival thing at school, and I was quite a jazz hand child, so I was always like performing and stuff. And then they were like, she could actually sing, so I think you should get her some lessons. So then I got some. My mom like took me to this woman who was like a really quite a well-renowned opera singer like in her day. Like she had quite an amazing career, but like she trained me and literally I couldn't have asked for like a better person. I was so lucky to have her like live near me. Um so yeah, that's basically it. And then she just, took me under her wing and yeah,
I,
got me to where I am now, I suppose.
I know you're young. I mean, I've got clothes that are older than you, okay? But when I
Really?
was when I was young, I always was into bands and going to see bands live, and I always felt like anybody can make a record that you really could tell who's talented when you go see a live performance, and that's what I really like about you. You've been posting every Monday these Music Monday videos of acoustic performances, and I can tell just by what I swear to God, I don't know how I found you. I just cruise around YouTube looking for people and looking for talented people, and I got to you and I was like, her videos have 24 hits and she's got this amazing voice. I don't get it. And then today I find this like anime computer game video that you sang with 96,000 views that was
Yeah,
released in April of this year. So is
yeah.
that just because of the anime and the company that did it? And it's free. So I don't know if it's your song, but they're giving it away and telling people to use it and all that
Yeah.
good
So
stuff.
yeah. So I'll give you a bit of background on that. So I'm like a songwriter as well. So I've obviously got like the band stuff that is actually quite like new. So that's why like I'm trying to grow it at the moment because that's why the hits are lower. Because it's not that old. We haven't really been doing it for that long. I released some stuff like solo, and then the band didn't start until like it hasn't even been half a year yet.
No, it's
So
been like what, 5 months, I think, right?
Yeah. So we still kind of like, yeah, we've got some exciting stuff coming like next year. But anyway, about the so that video, I songwrite as well, like as like kind of part of my job. And that was a song I wrote. So the normally like someone will give me a track or a beat or something and go, do something cool with this, like, you know, do a cool melody and lyrics and stuff. So that was one of the tracks, and it was it was on a label, so that's why the hits are so high. It was Magic Records, I think.
Yeah,
So
Magic Records, yeah.
yeah, so that's why the hits are so high, is because it's the label are pushing it.
Now, are you big on the technical end? Because I heard you talk about Pro Tools. Are you like big on the recording end of it, or you just like to write and you have like somebody in the band who's the nerd that does all the recording and stuff like that?
Well, we've actually recorded recently for like things we're going to release like early next year. So we actually go to someone who does all the recording stuff. But yeah, we do have people in the band who know their way around. I think every musician kind of knows their way around a little bit, like Logic and stuff like that. But yeah, I naturally like, because you just want to focus on what you want to focus. I want to focus on like songwriting and that kind of area. But I do like delving into like, you know, vocal mixing, and I think you should know a little bit about like that if you're a singer, just like how to make your voice sound like decent quality, so that you're not like, you know, when you're posting videos and stuff, it's just like, yeah, it sounds okay, but that everyone's put off by like a terrible sound or like distortion or, you know, anything like that. But yeah, I've got like a basic knowledge, but I wouldn't say that I'm not a producer.
Let me tell you what. Don't ever trust the sound guys because they don't care. I'll tell you a sound guy story. One time I'm in a bar when we first started 20 years ago. I've been doing this 20 years. I'm standing next to the sound guy. I didn't know anything about sound when I started doing this. And a year ago, I worked in a sound studio for a year and a half. So I was a sound guy too. But the sound guy goes to me, you see that singer up there? He just moved the monitor. And now he's sorry. Now he's because I'm not going to do anything, and it's going to feed back all night because I know the room, I know the equipment. But the problem was the singer couldn't hear himself. So he went to the sound guy, listen, can you turn me up in the monitor because I can't hear myself? And the sound guy wouldn't do that either. So the kid took the monitor and moved it in front of him so he could hear himself. And all night long, it just fed back all night long. And I kept on going to this. God. I kept on going to the sound guy. Come on, dude. You know, he's like, I told him not to move it. He moved it. He's screwed. So he's on his own. So never trust the sound guy. But see, you're a woman, so you know how to work the sound guy. All you got to do is bat your eyes at him, flirt a little bit, right? And it's done and over with. It's tougher for the guys because it's all sound guys. There's no sound women, unfortunately, because the audio field is so sexist that none of these studios would even hire a sound woman, I don't think. But actually, the studio I worked at, we did have a sound woman, and she was great. She did a great job.
Yeah. I've had one sound woman. I've had one at live shows. I've had one sound woman. She was really good, but I've only ever had one, and
you know why?
she was ballsy.
Yeah, because women care. Because women care about the sound. If you're a sound guy at the bar, you just care about the hot women in the band on the stage, and you're not even paying attention to doing the sound or anything. And usually they're getting drunk, and they don't know what's going on. So that's the other part of the problem too.
Yeah.
I just want to say, everybody enjoy Emma now, because next year when she starts releasing stuff, she won't be on the show ever again. She'll be too big for us. So
that's not true. That's not true.
I've been doing this for 20 years. I know, Emma. Let me tell you what, you're super talented. When you start releasing stuff, in fact, I want to offer you, I'll give you a free website. And last year when this whole COVID started, I bought a digital distributorship through DistroKid, and I have a record company. I have a record company thing. So if you don't have a way to distribute your music, I'll give you all the distribution till April you want for free. You can just use it. Because I have it for 20 bands. I've been offering it since April to anybody who wants to use it. Nobody wants to use it. So if you want to, and what they do is they pay you directly. I open an account for you. All the money goes directly to you. You take it all. I don't want a cent of anything. But we're trying to help the bands out here. That's what we do here. My son calls me an idiot because I give everything away. We go film bands for free. I don't know if you saw Iridescence when you came in. We throw shows for free, but we're the
Oh,
ultimate.
okay.
Yeah, we're the ultimate hippies. And I also have a virtual theater, so if you ever want to do a show and you can sell tickets and keep all the money yourself, you can do that too if you want.
Oh,
I
awesome. That
yeah, I
sounds
have
really
all
good.
yeah, I have all the stuff set up for you guys, but so and I know everybody always takes from you guys, so it's hard to believe that somebody's giving you something. I get it. So that's why nobody takes advantage of it because they always think, there's a string attached to this.
Oh my God, such a double-edged sword, isn't it? Like, it's like musicians don't get anything, but then when someone's giving it, they're like,
There's always
nah, what, there's no such thing as a free lunch,
right.
surely.
And it's
Come
like,
on.
this person wants to ride my coattails or something. I always tell this story on the show. One time I was in Atlantic City, and this homeless guy must have won a lot of money at the casino. So he went into
Yeah,
a Roy Rogers, which is a fast food place here in America. And he went up to the counter, and I was like 10 years old. And I was standing there with my parents, and the guy said, "Give me everything on the menu." And the manager said, "Come on, you're not going to eat all that." He's like, "No, no, I want everything on the menu." And he put like a couple $100 on the counter. So the manager said, "Make it all." So what this homeless guy was doing, I guess because he won money, he wanted to give back to people that had given him food over the years. So as people were walking into the fast food place, he was trying to give them food. So he'd be like, "Here's a hamburger, take it for free." And
okay.
nobody would take it. I felt bad for him because he was this dirty, smelly homeless guy. So you couldn't trust him. You didn't know if you could trust him or not, and they didn't
Yeah.
really understand what was going on. But as I got older, I finally figured it out because my parents were like, "No, Jerry, don't take any food. Just be nice to him." But he was trying to give back to people, and that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I've been listening to music
Yeah.
my whole life. When I have hard times, when I have good times, music has always been there and been a part of it. It's like my
Absolutely.
emotional heaven on earth, you know?
Yeah.
So I want to give back to all these talented people like you that are out there that nobody pays attention to unless when you get a million hits on your YouTube, guess what? A record company will sign you. But do you
Oh
really
yeah,
need them? You don't need them. We can
yeah,
create
yeah.
we can create our own scene.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. In terms of that kind of stuff, like obviously social media is such, and especially with the COVID stuff at the moment, like when bands can't even play live anymore, like it is all social media, but bands can't get together. Like I don't know what it's like where you are at the moment, but like it's a bit crazy in the UK. Like we've got different tiers as like, you know, some of the people on here will know if they're English. It's been a bit like crazy. So in terms of just rehearsing with the band, it's difficult to sort that out. So you've got to kind of, how you can get content out when you can't even like rehearse is
Yeah.
like, you know, and that's what the record companies look at now. Like they look at I know our producer, he does like quite a lot of label work, and they say to bands, "You're a great band, but we need you to have so many followers before we'll consider you." And
Yep.
I don't fully, I don't like that really. I just think, but it's how it works, and you've kind of got to jump on it and try your best to kind of play the game as best you can. But yeah, I don't really like it. I don't
Well,
like the way it works.
we're trying to break the game because when I first started this, the way we started this was I had a whole bunch of friends in bands, and they would go to me, "Listen, Jerry, I get home on a Saturday night, I smell a liquor, my wife/girlfriend thinks I had the greatest time of my life. Meanwhile, I'm carrying gear around. People are
Yeah.
spilling drinks on my $1,000 equipment. The bar owner doesn't pay me at the end of the night. I can't get played on any radio station." So I was like, "Well, how can I help you out?" What happened was Bumsky, who's my wife, who the character is a caricature of, she
Oh,
had just inherited some money. Her brother died. And she said,
mm,
"Jerry, we found a whole bunch of records under his bed. He loved music. She wanted to help artists out. I wanted to help artists out. That's why we started doing this." So I said to the guy, "What can I
mhm.
do to make it better?" And he's like, "Well, we need to get played on the radio." I said, "Listen, I was a computer guy for 35 years. I knew about high speed. This was back in 2000. I said, I can do a show where people around the world can see you. And he was like, no, I just want to get played on a college station so they can hear me in the parking lot. I said, no, you don't
What?
realize. Well, this was back in 2000, Em, and nobody knew about the internet. I had hooked up with this guy that worked for MTV. He was the first guy to broadcast on the internet. And
Hmm.
I am also one of the first guys to do it. But he was telling me how, oh, everybody's going to get their movies and everybody's going to get their music and everything from the internet. And I would tell people and they would laugh because it was all dial up. So it was all through a phone line. So you couldn't really get anything but a slideshow. And
Yeah.
I started the show in my condominium in New Jersey. And we've been doing it ever since. And now everybody gets everything from the internet. And I apologize for all the people doing crappy shows. I'm responsible for that because I was the first one. So I have to take responsibility for everybody
You
who has,
started this.
yeah, for everybody who has a webcam and a microphone. I have to take responsibility for them.
It's your fault. It's your fault. You started the domino effect, man. Now
That's it. That's
look at
it.
us,
But
slaves to it.
hey, I did read. My son sent me this thing. I think Harvard University is working on like a Zoom room like this, that there's no latency. So you'll be able to get the whole band into the room and play in real time without being in the same room. I'm gonna have to
Wow.
I'm gonna have to talk to my son about it. I'll send you the link for it. I think it's in the beta
Yeah.
right now, but you guys will be able to be in your houses and without any latency. I don't know. Do you ever see The Rocker? This movie called The Rocker. Rainn Wilson was in it. If you
No, no, no.
if you ever get a chance, it's funny as anything. But it's about this
Cool.
guy. He's a drummer in a band, and they get signed by a record company. And the record company, the owner of the record company, his son is like a drummer. And he goes, listen, we'll sign the band if you get rid of the drummer. Meanwhile, the drummer came up with the name of the band. He came up with the artwork for the album. He came up with most of the songs. And they're
Yeah.
like, and they're like, okay, we'll get rid of him. So they get rid of him, and he winds up playing with his nephew, who's like 15 years old. But there's a scene in the
Mhm.
movie where they're all playing together on in a room, and this is basically what that is. So it'd be really cool. Unfortunately, with COVID, I think what we're looking at is you're going to ride this out until the summertime. I think until June, and then in June, once the vaccines get out there and people start feeling more comfortable, then you'll be able to play gigs again and rock. But
Yeah.
until then, I
I,
think you.
yeah, we've got to do what we've got to do. But yeah, I kind of agree with you on that. I don't want it to be true, obviously, because like I think it's just being a musician that doesn't play live, like any kind of musician who doesn't play live. I know like other musicians are just like tearing their hair out because it's so alien.
Yeah.
But we've got to make the best of it. And yeah, I do think it will be like next summer before they will allow the venues to actually properly hold, substantial gigs again.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bands like this band Surzy that I know. What they did was they used to tour and play 300 nights a year. This band would drive all around the United States, tons of shows, easily 300 shows a year. And now they're doing a Saturday night show in their basement. They learned how to do all the computer stuff, and they got a blue screen, and it's really well produced. And they're doing that now. And a lot of bands, I guess Venmo and PayPal and all those guys are helping them out. They do a show and they put their Venmo up, and bingo, you can send money. What I do is I just buy merch. Unfortunately, since Emma doesn't have a website, Emma has no merch because I tried. I tried to buy merch from Emma, but maybe she has a
It's
Venmo.
coming now.
Do you have a Venmo or something?
What is that? Sorry, Vemo.
It's a way just to send people money. It's called Vemo, I think it is, and basically a lot of bands. We're gonna have to get you a Venmo account, but if you want to send money to Emma, just send it to Emma Withers at the UK, and she'll get it.
I will. We're an
Yeah.
island. There's not a lot of people. I'll probably get it.
Send it to Skitter. He'll drive it over to her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just pigeon it. It will be fine.
We
So
all
what do
live
you?
in the same village, apparently, according to Jerry.
Yeah, everybody, all you guys in the UK live in the same village.
Yeah, we all know the Queen. We're mates with her. Like it's cool.
That's okay. I know Donald Trump, so don't worry about it. Hey,
Oh,
I know you said, are we going to do 20 or 30 minutes? You've never seen the show. My longest interview has been 6 hours, and my shortest was
okay.
27 seconds. So we're going to fall somewhere between there. But do you have a little time where I could play a song? You want to play a song? I mean, a video,
Yeah,
not
what
not
like
you.
sing or do you want to play one? Like, how did you want to play one?
Well, I was going to play it into the room so you
Yeah,
could just hang out,
cool.
and then we'll come back and talk
Yeah,
about it. Now,
yeah.
I do like, I think "Shot by the River," right? Where you say, "Will you still love me in December like you loved me in May?" Right? Is
Hmm,
that "Shot by the River"?
that is.
It
That
is. See,
is.
I listen.
Yeah.
I'm one of those older people from the '70s where like the lyrics actually matter. Today, I know
Yeah.
the lyrics don't matter anymore.
Honestly, I'm so like I'm just such a lyrics freak as well. Like lyrics are so important to me. So when anyone like comments on like a lyric, like whatever it is, I'm just like, oh my God, that's so like refreshing to hear. I'm glad you can relate to that. But yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
You're
I'm glad
welcome.
we're on the same
Now,
page.
now the what is this? The Canvas Room, right? Is this okay? Are they like another show? Am I like gonna piss them off by playing that, or is that like a studio that you went into and paid to have that video made?
What was that? Sorry. What did you
Uh,
say?
what was the? Is it the Canvas Room? Is that where you filmed "Shot by the River"? The video?
Hmm.
Because you're like on stage with the band somewhere. It's not a bar.
Oh, cargo rooms. Oh, okay,
Cargo.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
That's just yeah. No. Don't worry. I was just like, is that something? Like, there's so many things that I just like randomly do stuff on. But yeah.
I'm
No, but
sorry.
cargo rooms is just a There's some rehearsal spaces in North London, but we did like a live stream in one of the nicer rooms, and yeah, they're just yeah, a
So
rehearsal space.
So are they cool with me playing their video? I mean, it's up on your site. It's your song. You own it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Play it.
okay, anybody out there, feel free to sue me because I don't have a pot to piss in. So you're not going to get anything anyway. But just want to clarify, just so everybody knows, I've been doing this for 20 years. We've invested over $200,000 in the show. We haven't taken a penny from anybody ever in 20 years. I haven't been doing this for 5 weeks or since COVID started. We've been doing this for 20 years. So here's "Shot by the River," Emma and the Idols. Uh-oh. Jerry. Emma, that happens sometimes, you know? Oh, there it goes. It was a
Oh
little slow.
man, yeah,
The next song we're
I
going to
forget.
do is one called Shot by the River. And this was released a few months ago now. So go and listen to it. It sounds a lot different now, but things develop, we move on. But it's still a good song, so just go and listen to it. But we're going to do it now. Shot by the River, let's go. Yeah. Oh, I found a way out. Yeah, and I'm not traipsing back. You jump-started my heart when I was strolling in black. And won't you linger in my mind, and I'll service your soul. Oh, and speak to me. I am not a child who will beguile. I will be kind, and I'll fight till you know. And as the bullet fires, my mindless love explodes. My body yearns to be one. See the water simmer, shot by the river. We burnt ourselves to death. some storm. Oh, that I sit in the eye with forever longing to be loved on your. Oh, and won't you linger in my mind, and I'll service your soul. And speak to me, I am not a child who will beguile, I will be kind, and I'll fight till you know. And as the bullet fires, my mindless love explodes, my body yearns to be one. See the water shimmer, shot by the river. We burnt our shelter down, send our electric beams high. Never wake to a shimmer, shot by the river. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And see the water shimmer, shot. Oh, it's so well and good, writing love notes on a broken typewriter. But will you love me in December as you do in May? My mindless love explodes, my body yearns to be one. See the water shimmer, shot by the river. Built our electric beams high. Never wake to a shimmer, shot by the river. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See the water shimmer, shot.
That's what I'm talking about. That's Emma. And hold on one second, Emma. Unmute. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, Emma. In about 6 months from now, you'll be way too big to be on this show. Let me see if I could. Let me do that. This way it's easier. I don't know if there was like a delay. Is that better? You can see my green screen. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Background and filters. Let's put that in there. There we go. So now I look cooler. But I think Patty was telling me yesterday when we talk and you look at the feed that I'm sending out through to the show, there's a little delay and it's a little confusing. So maybe this is better?
It's fine. It's
Okay,
fine
cool.
to me.
Okay, cool. So that song is a love song, right? And you talk about...
I suppose.
You talk about May, December romances. Bumsky is 15 years older than me, and we've been together for about 35 years now. So love can stand the test of time, and there could be age differences, and you just put that in a song. Is that something that relates to something that happened to your life, or like did you have a relationship that went sour or something like that?
Yeah, for sure. I think, yeah, it's a kind of it's a generalized like love song, but it's kind of I suppose it's from a perspective of like when you've gone through life and you've had like, as you said, not that I'm not that old. I don't have the experience you have, yes, but like when you've had like past relationships and then you kind of build up a wall and then like someone like knocks it down, but each time you're kind of more you're more scared than the last time because you've just built up that barrier because you don't want to let yourself be immersed in it. And it's kind of Shot by the River is kind of a song that's like the struggle of wanting to let go and having these moments of being like kind of entranced by like love and then just being like no you can't do that because you can't fully let go. And it's kind of like about that battle.
Yep.
I suppose. But yeah.
Do you consider this like a curse that you have to put all your emotions into words, into songs, or do you embrace it and actually don't mind putting your heart on your sleeve like that and putting it out there for everybody?
I think that the process of writing it is obviously quite therapeutic, but then there's a big difference between doing that for yourself and having a song, and then putting it out there so that literally people can literally read your soul pretty much. That part is quite scary, because literally, like, people can read your lyrics and they know something about you that's quite like vulnerable, and what most people, I suppose, just keep inside, because you wouldn't just, tell anyone all that stuff just like out of the blue.
Yep.
So yeah, that is always quite daunting, I think, because it is literally like just opening your soul to people you've never met.
Now, then, what does it feel like when everybody gets it and embraces it, and that go, yeah, Emma, I went through the same thing, or this got me through a tough time when I was going through the same thing, and I would just listen to that song over and over and over again, and it made me feel better. How does that part of it feel, though?
Well, that's amazing, and that actually like overrules any kind of scared feeling you have about doing that. It kind of settles you. Like the first person who says something like that, it always settles you down. Like, oh, I did do the right thing by like sharing my own crazy mind. And other people, obviously, you're never like an absolute like island in your own emotions. Like, you're not completely unique. Someone else will always be able to relate to you in some way, to anyone. Like, we're more alike than we are different. So that's why music is so successful in general, because people can relate to each other.
Yeah, unfortunately, to me, growing up in the 70s and the 60s, and music was all around me. Now I walk down the street, I don't hear music anywhere. So I'm trying to keep it alive and bring it back. I know that you said that you could only hang for a little while, so maybe we could set up another time. You can come on again and do this again, or
I'd love to. I'm good till like 9 my time, which is like 20 minutes.
All right, so let's hang a little bit longer, and I'd like to talk to you one day off the air about maybe doing a live show, and about the website and all that stuff I kind of threw at you. So we'll talk about that too.
Sure, I'd love to.
So obviously with COVID now, nobody knows what's going to happen. I saw you're working on some songs. You're doing these acoustic videos.
Yeah.
Is the guitar player your boyfriend? Is that your boyfriend? The redheaded guitar player?
Maybe.
See,
do you think he's red? Does he come? Is he redhead? He's got brown hair. Is he ginger on the film? Oh my God, I'll have to tell him. He'll find that funny.
It is a little gingery, but I'm always good at that. I can always tell who the lead singer is dating, but yeah, he does a great job on guitar. You're a great guitar player too. When did you start playing guitar? I know you talked about your singing, but when did you...
Well, I just basically, because I moved to London and I started doing like some busking. So like I busk on the streets and stuff like that. Not so much now, but like hoping to maybe around Christmas time, like get back out there and do a little bit of that, because it's just really fun and enjoyable and people seem to like it. But yeah, I just learned to kind of accompany myself. Like Alex is like a lead guitarist. Like I can't do what he does, like all the twiddly bits. And, I'd like to have time to put aside to like learn how to do all that stuff. But, as I said before, I'm so wrapped up in like songwriting and like everything to do with this band and getting everything together, because being the lead singer and like the manager as well, there's a lot to there's a lot to do.
The web person, the social media person. My son tells me just stay in the box, Emma. All you got to do is stay in the box, he says. That's it.
Yeah, that's good advice, to be fair. That's really good advice. But but yeah, I'd love to have time to actually sit down and just learn to play, but maybe that's like a future thing after I've kind of gone crazy like doing all this band stuff.
Yeah, once you get people to do the other stuff, right? Once you can afford to pay people to do the other stuff, then you can do some of the stuff you really want to do.
Yeah, I'd love to have someone to take that off me, but for the moment, as they say, like it's better to have no manager than a bad manager. So you've got to be a bit savvy about who you let on board, like with your team, because like as a band you are like a team, so
Yep.
you've got to be very careful about, you know, who you bring in.
I can't tell you how many I got screwed stories I've heard in the past 20 years, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I've heard a lot of them, so that's why I'm just like, gosh. But some people do some silly things. Like I heard like one person, like a friend of a friend, got this manager who was like, I need you to pay me everything up front for the year. And then he paid him up front and was surprised that he wasn't getting any, like gigs, nothing, absolutely nothing. It's like, because you've already given him everything. Like, why
Right.
would the manager do extra work when you've already paid him for the year? He's going to be like, thank you,
Exactly.
I'm off, kind of thing.
And you know, he
Like, yeah,
probably
you've got-
he took that money and used it on another band, probably, that he's managing.
Probably. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. That's
Yeah.
why a lot of bands now, and you know, I saw this. We used to do a show from New York City back in 2000, and it was so competitive between the bands because they don't know who to trust, and they're getting screwed over so many times that they would steal each other's equipment. Because in New York City, when you played a bar, there'd be like 8 bands for the night, so they'd have a hallway, and they'd tell everybody, "Oh, just put your stuff in the hallway. The bouncer will watch it." And of course, you know, the bouncer wasn't watching the equipment, and anybody could walk over and steal it, and people would steal it. And, you know, I know guys who their whole vans were stolen from gigs. They came out and $15,000 worth of equipment is gone. So, yeah, so it's ugly out there, unfortunately. That's why we do the show. It's all about peace and love, and we're trying to teach people how to love again and not hate and get over the hate. There's too much hate out there. Stop it already.
I know.
Yeah.
I completely agree. And there's a lot of it, like, even I'd say on like some of like the smaller like circuits in London and stuff, there's a lot of like people who will shake your hand and then like try and fuck you over, like, you know. There's a lot of that. So
Well, the business made it that way because there's only 5 slots. So there's 150 talented. I got talented people up my wazoo that I play all day long that never went anywhere. Okay. So there's an overabundance of talented people. And there's a bunch of untalented people too. But let's concentrate it on the talented ones. And they're trying to get, there's 20 bars in New York. And, you know, unless you want to play 7 o'clock at night on a Wednesday, if you want to play 9 o'clock on a Saturday night, now there's 3 cool bars in New York City that there's 3 spots to do that. So now how do you get one of those spots? You have to screw over all the rest of the bands. Because the guy who does the booking, he doesn't care about you guys. He's like, fight it out. Whoever's left, that's who I'll book. And you know what? He doesn't care about that either. Whoever will bring 100 people is getting booked. If you get on stage and fart for an hour, if you bring 100 people to watch you fart, you got the booking. It's yours.
it's so true. It literally is. That's literally like such a good way, very poetic, Jerry, of putting.
Sorry about that. I wanted to play a fart. There you go. I was going to play a fart sound.
Classic. Toilet humor, right? Like I knew it was going to go this way.
but here's the thing. Like I used to do this show every Saturday night for New York City, and it was at the Acme Underground, and there was this band that was horrible. They were horrible. But every Saturday night they were on at 9 o'clock. And there was like 40 people in the audience with cell phones taking pictures and filming them. So finally I went up to the booking guy because one night Aretha Franklin's son showed up and said to me, "Jerry, you think you can get me on stage?" So I went up to him and I was like, "Listen, I'm interviewing Aretha Franklin's son. He's in the Aretha Franklin band. He plays guitar for Aretha. And he wants to go up and do like 2 songs. You think we could fit him in between a band or whatever?" First question was, how many people did he bring? I go, "It's Aretha Franklin's son, dude. What are you talking about? How many people did he bring? It's Aretha Franklin's son. How many people did he bring? Nobody. He's here by himself. He brought his guitar. Oh, he's not playing on my stage." So I had to take him down to the green room. And when I was interviewing him, he played on my show down in the green room. But that's the way the bars are. They don't care if you're good. They don't care how talented. You could be the next Beatles. If you don't bring 50 people to the bar, you're not playing there. So we have to break
Exactly.
that. We have to break that. It's the wrong music thing. We have to become more hippies and, just do our own thing. Let's have another Woodstock. Let's all meet somewhere and play. That's what
Oh,
I
I'd
say,
love that. I'd
right?
love that. I always think I was born in the wrong era. Yeah, I'd have loved to been like the 70s or 90s, maybe, like actually like this age then. That would have been cool. But yeah, I do completely agree. Like I don't like the way it runs now. I do think it's pretty crappy.
Well,
Because I've seen things like that happen as well. I've had things like that happen to me. Like it's just annoying. But I suppose like you do have to grin and bear it to an extent because it's all about you got to play the game and stuff.
absolutely.
Um, yeah, it really is like you can't win because even if you're against it, you're like, but I've got to do it anyway if I want to like be successful with the original music I'm doing because that's what you have to do. You have to play the game, but I hate it. But then you kind of become part of the problem, I guess, in a way.
Well, I'm not going to give up until I can sell 1 million albums for you, Emma. So right now, I'm at about. We do the podcast. The podcast gets about 40 listeners a day. The YouTube show has been averaging between 50 and 20. So we're about 60 listeners a day. So I only got like about another 999,900 and something to go. But I ain't going anywhere until I
Things
do
that
it.
happen.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not
Shows you
going
how it's
anywhere.
all about mentality. It's all
That's
about
it.
mentality.
That's it.
You can do it.
Yeah, no problem. So
No problem.
so what's the Monday new song for this Monday coming up? What do you got in mind?
I don't know. Because I've got a lot of like, stuff in like a back catalogue and then I write all the time. So it's kind of just like whatever we choose to pull out. But I think we're gonna do a bit of like there'll be belting, I think. I know I
Very
belt
good.
quite a lot anyway, like it's just like,
I
part of
love
my
it.
voice.
I love
Good.
it. I love your vocal style. And stay away from the covers. I went back and looked at some of the like Fleetwood Mac covers and stuff like that, and you're beyond that. Your original stuff is way too good, so don't go back that way anymore.
Thank you. Well, that's exactly what like I'm trying to do now is like, doing a cover's nice and everything, but like you kind of when you haven't got people's attention for that long, especially on social media and stuff, like you don't want to like kind of brand yourself as like a cover performer because that's absolutely not what I'm about or like we're about as a band. So yeah, it's just about getting people seeing like the original stuff. I completely agree, and I think every band or artist should be doing the same. The odd
Now,
cover, but like, yeah.
now, did you and Ginger have a talk before you started all this that even if you break up, that the band is going to stay together? Because I was playing, I don't know if you heard, but Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter, started a band with her boyfriend, and they were called the Soundflowers, and
Right.
it was unbelievable, like folky Americana. It was great stuff, and they started the band in April, and I guess they
Hmm.
broke up in October, and now the band's over with, and she's doing solo stuff. Now,
Oh, right.
what?
I didn't know that. I
Yeah,
didn't
see,
know that.
you
I'll
got
have to
to
check them out.
check out the Soundflowers, man. They're killer. But anyway, so now you and what's his name, Alex? Is it Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you talk about this that you're not going to let the band? Because let's face it, there's nights when you're in a bar and a lot of shit's happening and it just builds up and you need to take it out on
Mm.
somebody. And unfortunately, when you're dating or you have a relationship and something happens, it goes into your relationship. Have you figured out like a way of, hey, whatever happens on stage is on stage? Because,
Yeah.
like Fleetwood Mac and all those guys all had problems with their relationships, You
Yeah.
guys are good with that?
Yeah.
You figured it out?
Absolutely. Like we do have quite like we were at uni together, so like we've worked in like music situations like professionally like quite a lot, been in different bands, and there is just like a level of like a degree of separation that you just have to keep
Yeah, absolutely.
just to keep staying as well. But yeah, Fleetwood Mac did carry on and they
Yep.
still carried on.
Yep, they sure did, and a lot of bands have. The
Yeah.
Mamas and the Papas, right?
Yeah.
John Phillips and Michelle Phillips, right? They were married, and she slept with the other guy in the band, just like in Fleetwood Mac, and they still stayed together.
That was
Even,
great. Their Mamas and Papas, their story is pretty insane.
yeah, they're pretty
Pretty,
insane. I
yeah.
was actually Michelle Phillips' daughter, China Phillips, who was in that Wilson Phillips band, became a born again like Jesus freak, and she has a YouTube channel. And I was checking
Oh,
her out.
no.
Yeah, I was checking her out, and every once in a while she'll have Michelle on. So Michelle must be close to 80 now or whatever, and it's pretty funny because they're like sitting around drinking wine, talking about Jesus. So if you get a chance, just
Bizarre.
yeah, it's bizarre. It really is. But she'll be talking about like sleeping with everybody and the mamas and the papas, and then they'll start talking about
Um,
Jesus or whatever.
yeah. Anyway, Jesus. There was this time in 1977, but yeah, anyway, let's talk about God. Yeah.
I love the
That sounds
harmonies.
interesting.
I love the harmonies in the mamas and the papas, and I know that in a couple of the
Yeah.
songs you play with your voice, doing some overdubbing with harmonies and stuff. Does anybody else, like one of the guys? There is a song though. One of the guys sings with you. Is it My Mantra or something, or is
It
there?
might be like it in the band. Dave, the keyboard player, he does some vocals sometimes because he can sing. So yeah, but most of the time, like when I'm doing like harmonies for the original stuff, I'll just like layer my own voice.
Yeah, which sounds nice, and it's easy to do now. I mean, with everything
Yeah,
being
yeah,
digital, when it was tape, it was a pain in the ass, but now it's just like copy paste. Okay, we got another. There you go. It's a chorus.
exactly. Magic, magic.
All right. I don't want to bore you. I'm going to let you go because I'm going to be on for another hour or so probably, but I had a great time. I hope you had a great time.
You
Uh,
did. It was really fun.
like I said,
Yeah.
let's set up a time to talk off the air. We'll talk about if you want to do a website or whatever, and I'll steal all your money and go buy a house in
Okay.
Hawaii. All right?
Well, I'm gonna get screwed over by someone, so it might as well be you.
That's a good way. Oh, you know what? Before I let you go, the other people in the chat room have been very nice. Is it okay if they just say hi to you?
Absolutely.
The other
Yeah.
people in the Zoom room? Okay, so let's go around the room. I'm not going to put you through to the show, guys, because it's a little too difficult. But let's go around the Zoom room here. So let's start with Skitter, because it's way past Skitter's bedtime. He has to go make some plastic things. Skitter, what do you do, Skitter? You're a radiologist, or? Oops, you should unmute yourself, or I should unmute you, Skitter. Try that.
There you go.
All right. Also, let me just say, Emma, you want to do a show with Skitter because Skitter is also Incubus love child. And what do? You do EDM, electronica,
Oh,
And
cool.
more space rock.
space rock. He's into what's the name of the Hawkwind. He's like the #1 Hawkwind fan in the world.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so go ahead.
Nice.
What do you got for us, Skitter?
In what way? Sorry, mate.
Do you have a question, or do you want to make a comment, or?
Yeah. What area of England? I know you're from down south. Are you actually based in London? Are you?
I'm based in London. Yeah, I'm actually from Birmingham. Yeah.
Oh, not too far away then.
Yeah. Where are
Oh.
you? Sorry.
Shrewsbury, only 55 miles down the M54.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I know there. Nice.
We
Well,
have
if
a
you're in
show-
What made you
London,
move to London?
and I'm
Was it
doing a show.
university then the band?
What was that? Sorry.
So, what made you move to London? And was it the university and then band, or just opportunities?
Just opportunities. Like the Birmingham music scene was like just dying a bit. There was so many venues closing, and it was just like it's horrible. Well, when I go back now, it's just like, oh, literally every venue I played like has closed down. Like they just don't put the money into it, which London does. Well, it was
Yeah.
before COVID hit. But yeah, basically for the opportunities, and yeah, there is just more opportunity down here to get your name out there, to do different things and what have you. So
Brilliant.
I mean, we need some merch. So Emma, you're gonna have to make some kind of shirts up or something, so we could all get some shirts or something, right, Skitter? Skitter,
I will. Yeah.
you'll get a shirt,
It's
right,
coming.
Skitter?
Yeah, I say, well, I get mine done by schoolprint.co.uk. A friend of mine in Buxton, and she does like printers, you on-demand type T-shirts for bands and whatnot. Really good, reasonable prices.
Nice. Okay. That sounds actually perfect. Cool.
What is it? Skull print? What is that? Advertising?
Skullprint.co.uk.
And it's a
Skull,
friend of
like a skull.
Skull,
Like
as in like a skull, yeah.
a-
SKULL print.co.uk.
yeah, and Skitter got some shirts made for me and my friend Scott, and they ship them right from there and everything, right, Skitter? So
That's
it's
right,
pretty
yeah.
cool. So, and this isn't an advertisement. They don't pay to be on the show. It's just a friend of Skitter's. So
That's
so beauty.
perfect. That sounds really good, actually. It's better
What's
than like
nice is-
buying everything in bulk and then just like
Well, exactly, yeah. And what she'll do, she'll put an artist page on her website, and then people then just go to the website, order what t-shirts of your design they want, and the sizes, and it's all shipped and inclusive in the price.
Hold up the
Yeah.
shirt, Skitter. Where's the shirt? Don't you have it? Are you wearing it?
One sec, I'll grab one.
All right. While he's going to get the shirt, Patty, you have anything for Emma? Uh-oh.
And I guess my question is, I know you played the guitar, but was that the first instrument that you played, or was there some other instrument that, you got drawn to, or that you enjoyed playing?
Well, I actually started playing the piano alongside like my classical voice training because my voice coach was like, I think it'd be useful for you to play the piano as it is all singers. Like it just helps, with everything. But I didn't used to practice and I used to hate the lessons. So that kind of like I do love the piano and I love watching people play it. But literally the thought of getting on a piano literally makes it just makes me literally tense. Like I'm physically tensing up thinking about it. Like it's too much for me. But yeah, I'd love to learn drums one day. That's like probably my favorite instrument is drums. So I would love to.
Wonderful. Love to see it. We love you. Peace.
Patty started
Thank
watching
you.
the show a couple of weeks ago and turned her on to you and a whole bunch of other bands. So she's digging the music here. So thank you, Patty, for hanging out. Now, Scotzo's been around for quite a while, like almost 18, 20 years. So he's been doing the show with me. Scotzo, I'm going to apologize already for whatever he says, Emma. Okay? So go ahead, Scotzo. What do you got for Emma? He's probably muted too. So he's probably best muted. Hold on. All right, Scotzo, go ahead. Come on. I know he's got a question for you. He's been waiting to ask this question. So go ahead, Scotzo.
Good evening,
on,
Miss
I'm waiting.
Withers. Good evening, Miss Withers. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I know your
Good.
name is Emma. Any idols? Are the idols Billy Idol and Eric Idol?
No, they're not. They're not.
He's been waiting a week.
Yeah,
He's been
just-
waiting a
Couldn't
week.
get
I'm
him.
just a silly guy, that's all. I'm just a silly guy.
No, my dad's actually Billy Idol, like so.
Ah,
He's a little punky. He's a little punky, your dad?
My actual dad.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
dad was in a band in the 80s, so
Oh.
I kind of do follow on from that. That
probably
era, I
gets
suppose.
white wedding a lot.
Somebody that that Skitter might know, like a famous band or like just a cover band that used to play bars and stuff.
No, they used to do their own stuff. They weren't like massive, but I think they were like known locally.
What was the name?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let's see if Skitter heard of them.
They were called JJ Ash.
Hit a.
Was it in the Birmingham area, was it?
What, sorry?
Was that in the Birmingham area?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit out of my sort of jurisdiction, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
only sort of come to Birmingham for sort of, there's a few indie bands I know, but mostly the big bands. Like go to like the Birmingham Odeon or the O2 Institute, that sort of place.
Yeah.
Skitter's not allowed to travel because he likes to drink when he sees bands. So he has to go to festivals. He has to go places where you have to stay and bring a tent. Otherwise, he's
Right.
not allowed to go.
It's good thinking, though. It's good
Yeah.
thinking.
All right. So if I throw another Woodstock, you're in, Emma? Have you ever been to the United States? Have you ever been?
I actually haven't.
I've
I
never
never
been.
have.
I've never been out of the United States. I'm 58, and I've been. Well, I was on a cruise. So I went to the Bahamas, but I've never been out of the United States. So I'd love to come to the UK. and visit Skitter
Yeah.
and come see one of your gigs and maybe just broadcast it live or videotape it. So next time you play in June of next year, we're going to try and make
Probably.
it. All right?
Absolutely,
Bit
that would be
culture shock.
wonderful. You'll
What's
love
that, Skinner?
London. It's
So it'd be a culture shock for you.
Probably will be, but I'm not eating any of that blood pudding, Emma. I'm not doing
That's
that.
put in.
I'm vegan, so like,
Okay, good. Yeah, no, none of
yeah,
that. None of those blood
Yeah.
sacks for me. Sorry.
yeah, it's gross anyway. Even when I ate meat, like, and to be fair, most British people do think it's gross, but my
Okay,
dad eats it, black pudding. Like,
Skitter likes it. He's trying to get me to eat it, but I won't do it.
I tell you,
Right.
you'll be hungry all the time, Jerry, because when I got married in Vegas in '99, Las Vegas, San Francisco, and LA, I was just full all the time because even your smallest portions are huge.
Yeah. No, we're a bunch of pigs, unfortunately. All right, I'm going to let Emma go, and then you guys will do the rest of the show. So, Emma, I would usually, at this point, say your website, but there is none. But I will say, go to YouTube, youtube.com/Emma and the Idols. And for now, everything you need is right there, okay? But in about a month or two, Emma's going to contact me, and I'm going to have tons of shit for you to buy from Emma and the Idols.
you will, definitely.
We'll have all kinds of songs up for digital download. We're going to have T-shirts. Oh, did you grab the T-shirt, Skitter? Hold it up real quick. Yeah, real quick, go ahead, before she goes.
Okay, it's not very good. The light's not brilliant. Let me bring the camera around a bit. How's that?
Where's your camera, man?
Oh, perfect.
There's the front. On
Yes.
the back, I got.
As you
I'm
can see,
waiting for you. Oh, it's not very good. The light. I'm sorry.
hey, Bumsky, do you have something to say, Bumsky? You want to say something to Emma? Come here.
Ooh,
Come here.
Just wanted to say, oops.
that's good.
Hi, Emma. This is Bumsky.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. I'm such a
Good.
fan of yours. I think you're amazing. And I just think Jerry and I have been doing this for 20 years, trying to help independent artists. And just telling you, you just keep going forward, believe and have faith. And I'm a great, great fan. All right, you have a blessed day, and we all love you.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. I will, and thank you for your lovely words.
Oh,
That's
you're
really
welcome.
sweet of you.
And you
Thank
keep
you.
keep going forward.
I will. I will, for sure. Thank
Yeah,
you so
because
much.
before me and Bumsky die, we want to see you guys do good. So, we don't have a lot of time left. So I'm 58. I don't know how much longer I could do this for.
God.
So
Don't put that pressure on me. I don't need that.
yes, I'm putting that pressure on you, Emma. You got to work hard. All right, this isn't easy.
It's done.
All right,
It's done.
so
Done.
so you and Alex got to work your butts off, and I'm going to watch you and
We
make
will.
sure you keep on working. All right.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to get some harsh words.
That's right. Every Monday is Music Monday on YouTube, and Emma posts a video. So please, everybody go to youtube.com/Emma and the Idols. Thank you, Emma, for being on the show. And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, we'll
Thank
have to
you.
do this again soon. You'll have to do a concert in our theater, all that stuff. All right.
Yes.
I'll never
I'm
see you
excited.
talk to you again, right?
Yeah, bye.
Bye bye. All right, Emma. Thanks a lot.
She did the
Thank
queen
you
wave.
very much.
All
Bye,
right.
everyone. Bye.
Doing
Bye.
the queen wave.
She's doing the Queen wave?
The queen wave.
I don't think so. And you can there she goes. She's gone. All right. So let me just straighten out my screen, guys. I think that went well. What do you guys think?
Yeah, we're great.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that went pretty well.
So
I
I
think
couldn't see Emma. I can only see you three on my screen.
oh, why? Oh, because your screen is too small or something, my friend?
Yeah, I think it's because I've got in portrait rather than landscape, I guess.
Oh, dude. Well, you'll be able to see it in the replay or in the when you watch it
yeah,
again.
I'll watch it again tomorrow.
Yeah. And I taped it in the Zoom room too. So you guys want to hang out for a little while and play some music? Or are you going to go, Skitter? This way I know who to bring up on the screen.
I have made some headway on one of my tracks last night, so I want to crack on with that if that's okay.
All right. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it.
But yeah, that T-shirt I was showing you, that's what's coming your way. You're both you and Scott. So got one of these coming. Woohoo!
I can't wait, dude.
Yeah,
You know, I'll wear it with pride. That's for sure.
that's for sure.
I will wear it with
Cheers,
pride.
guys.
I
Thank
can't
you,
wait
Skitter.
to wear it.
Hey, I'm also probably going to do a show tonight, so you'll have another show to watch. So you'll have plenty of show to watch. Don't worry about it.
Fine, dude. When are you on again early?
Let's see. I go back to work on Thursday, so probably tomorrow I got something to do. Probably next Monday I'll be on
Yeah,
early again.
Sam. I'll make sure I'm around.
Sounds great, dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate your support. You know it.
Anytime, mate. I enjoy. I would look forward to seeing the show.
Beautiful. Peace out.
It's even better to
All right,
be part of it.
As you depart, let me do what I promised I would do for you, and I didn't do because Emma came in. See, I do have a brain cell left. I didn't think I did, but I found one. Hold on. All right,
a bit of
yeah. So let's get high. Let's get high, right?
Your own song.
All right, so here we go. This is for Skitter and Shrewsbury Shafire.
I'm going to learn to play this.
All right, you better. Here we go. Let's get high. Come on, you bastards.
The King of Cheese.
There we go. We'll be back. Take it easy, Skitter. Thanks for hanging.
Take care. Bye.
See you guys.
All right, I'm glad you're still there, Skitter. Don't go nowhere.
Okay, nowhere.
That's Wagner Luke. I just decided, like, if I want to eat something for dinner and do a show tonight, I better stop the show now, guys. So let's go around the table and we'll do some words of wisdom. And then whoever wants to show up tonight, we'll be doing the show at 8:30. So you can come back tonight for 8:30. But we'll start with Skitter. Skitter?
Oh, you haven't had time to think about nothing.
What? We didn't do what?
Haven't had time to think about anything.
All right. Do you want me to play? You want to hang out for 5 minutes? I'll play Peace and Love and Rock and Roll.
Go on then.
Okay. All right. So there we go. See how easy I am, Skitter? I'm so simple. All right. I love my new music peace sign. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I'm sure somebody's gonna. Yeah, I'm sure somebody's gonna sue me for using that. But come on, I got no money. And I don't make any money doing this, so you could take every penny I've ever made over the last 20 years from doing this show. How's that? That seems fair, doesn't it? All right. So here we go. Let's see. Peace and love and rock and roll. This is Twin Flames Radio. Skitter bought a shirt for, I think, what, $35, Skitter?
No, I didn't buy a shirt. I bought an LP.
Oh, LP for $35. Look at
$35?
that.
I can't remember how much it was now, to be honest.
It was a bunch of tonnage or pounds or whatever you guys use.
Yeah, it wasn't so much the price of the vinyl, it was the bloody cost of the posting and packaging and then the customs on it. No, actually, no, I lie. I didn't get any customs off BAM because I think it was the way he labelled it. I think he may have labelled it as a gift or something. I don't know.
No. In the United States, it's a media. I tried to do that when I sent you your stuff, and they were like, "Oh no, this isn't media. This is a pin." I was like, "Dude, it's a couple of CDs and 3 pins." I was like, "No, that don't work."
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't think I got custom this time. It was the one when I got the stuff from Cleopatra Records and when I got from Tower Records. I got stiffed on the customs, but I didn't pay any customs on BAMs for some reason. Unless he prepaid the customs before we sent it, I don't know.
Maybe. Hey, how does it work with me when I interview her and I just have me up there? Is that better, guys? Or do you like the whole show up there when I'm interviewing her, or what do you think?
I like the way you did it.
Okay, because I know you were saying yesterday it was a little confusing because when you talked, and I didn't want her to be confused, so I did good. Okay.
Yeah, you did good.
All right, enough of me talking. Here's Peace and Love and Rock and Roll. Then we'll come back for Words of Wisdom. I've been talking for an hour and 45 minutes. You would think it'd be enough by now. Here we go.
So you wanna be a star, baby? Let them all know who you are. And when the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let them steal your soul. Why'd you hide behind your scars, baby? They ain't really who you are. And now the waves are crashing down around your broken dreams. Who's gonna light your way? Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. If the blame is too unkind, maybe you could try and numb your mind. When the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let them steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and come steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Yeah. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Yeah. Rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll.
Peace and love and rock and roll. That's right.
Yeah,
that's
man.
that's what it's all about, right, Skidder?
Definitely.
Peace and love and rock and roll, and a little bit of beer, maybe, on top.
A little bit more than that. A bit more. A bit more beer.
A little bit more beer than peace and love and rock and roll. All right, so everybody's had time. Skidder, words of wisdom.
Right then. Life
That's
is
it.
a song. Love is the music. Play it loud, man.
Excellent. Life is a song. Love is the music. Play it loud. All right, and let's see. Let's go to Patty. Words of wisdom. I think Patty's frozen. Oh, there she is. Patty?
I did. I froze. Yeah. Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I love what Bumsky said earlier, that to move forward, it was so genuine. And I truly believe that. Just move forward with love and you can really accomplish anything.
All right. I agree with that too. So here we go. Here we go. You ready? Scotzo, words of wisdom.
Continue to have an open heart and just embrace it.
Very good. Very good, Scotzo. Look at Scotzo. He's all over it. Look at this show, man. We're all about peace and love. And if we could put this in a can and sell it, we'd be so rich, it'd be ridiculous. And the world would be such a better place. But unfortunately, we can't because the mainstream media just bottles hate and serves that to everybody. But we're not about that. Skidder, I know it's, 9:30, 10 o'clock where you are?
9:23 it is.
9:23. I appreciate you staying up late and hanging out for the UK primetime show. Pretty cool,
No
right?
problemo.
Bumsky now has a UK primetime show. Patty, thank you for taking time out of your busy day, your kids, your animals, and all that stuff to be a part of the show. I appreciate it. Scotzo.
Of course.
Thank you. Scotzo, thank you very much for hanging out with us. I appreciate your time.
No problem. I'll be here tonight.
Scotzo. Hey, you watch the show all the time. You hear how I read all the comments about that you make about Scotzo, right, Skidder? You better look out. He might want a date soon.
Only if you put out on the first date.
You keep on complimenting him like that.
You're in, mate.
All right.
Hey, you're an inmate. All right, so you ready? So everybody's ready to flash their peace signs? All right, here we go. This is my wait. Jerry's words of wisdom.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right.
All right, guys, hold on one second. I will be back in a second. Up, Skidder bailed, right? Up, Skidder's still there. Yeah, he's
I'm
back.
still here.
Hey, guys. Hey, guys,
Hello.
thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. That was very nice of all you guys. Hey. And I think Emma had a good time. So
I think she did, yeah.
I think it went great.
It went good, dude.
Maybe we'll see her again. I don't know, unless she gets too big. And then it might be a problem, but we'll embarrass her into coming back at least one more time. When she's on Top of the Pops. Is that show still on, Skidder, Top of the Pops?
No, it's finished, unfortunately, a few years back now.
Oh, really? That was a good
Although
show.
they have reruns at the moment. It's quite funny that on the BBC Two, on the second channel, they have reruns of Top of the Pops from the 90s. Man, there was some shit music in the 90s.
Yeah, there was horrible music in the 90s.
It
But
was.
I bet you the ones from the 60s are incredible to watch.
Yeah, some of them are really cool. And some of the 70s. I'll tell you what is good from the 70s. There used to be a program called the Old Grey Whistle Test.
I know that program. Yeah, that was a really
used to have
good.
live bands. Oh, man, some of the 70s stuff is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, they used to have a lot of like Jethro Tull and like all bands like that, like Deep Purple, all those kinds of bands.
Amazing. It was Amazing Harvey sort of band. Well, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, all the sort of 70s sort of rock and glam rock and prog rock type bands were on there.
Yep. All right, guys, I'm going to go eat something for dinner, screw around a little bit, and then get ready for the next show. Thanks a lot
I'm
again.
going to be recording robot voices.
Cool. Bye, Patty. Recording robot voices. I can't wait to get the new stuff. And maybe I'll even play some Alien Life Force tonight on the show.
Ooh. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a better news about that. The Alien Life Form.
Uh-huh.
There's it's probably a band you've never heard of. There's a band called Evil Blizzard, who are quite big on quite underground on the circuit, on the festival scene, but
Okay.
they've got quite a big following. The drummer, singer, and songwriter Mark Whiteside, on their fan page, he'd put because of lockdown, he was quite bored, so he's got a little label that he releases all the Evil Blizzard stuff through, and he's one song a month. He was going to send MP3s in, and he'd choose one song a month that he'd press just one single from.
Right.
So you'd have one single pressed by his label that he'd then sell, or I don't know what he'd do with it, but anyway. He's going to be doing. He's asked me to do I did a slightly shorter version where I faded out the intro with the long bass line,
Uh-huh.
and so shortened it to make it a single size. And he's going to be releasing that in the next couple of months.
Speaking of which, Skidder, when you got all these songs together where you like them, you can use that DistroKid thing too. I have up to 20 separate bands, and it covers Spotify, Amazon, every digital. It does all the digital distribution. We just create an account for you, and then all the money that's made just gets sent directly to you.
No, I'd rather donate to your show. Actually, about time you made some money.
Dude, I never tell you how to make your money or how to spend your money, but
we'll split it 50-50. We'll sort something out.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But when you're ready, let me know, because I want to use it. I only have it until April. and I paid like $350 for it. It wasn't cheap.
No.
And I can distribute up to 20 separate bands. And the concept was, as we were going into COVID, I was like, they had a sale. It's usually like $600, so it was half price. So I was like, hey, let me buy it. It's half price, and I got to be able to find 20 people that'll use it. And I haven't found anybody yet. So please use it. Come up with some.
It's like you say, when you offer something for free, people think, oh, there's got to be a catch somewhere.
Well, you know what I'm going to do? If I ever get any free time, I'm going to cut up some interviews and release them as Bumpski things. Just interviews, no music. Because then I can do that. And, you know, I'll charge a penny for them or whatever. I'll pay people to listen.
Oh, you almost had a special guest tonight, by the way.
Who?
One of your... No. Yes, I was trying to coax him onto the show. And he said next time I'm on, he'd come on and join us. And I emailed him today, but he was like, oh, bugger, about the time of the show, we had a doctor's appointment. Mr. Fee himself.
Okay, cool. I'd love to have Kirk on the show.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's no hard feelings that I have. I know his wife was mad at me because I made a comment about Montreal, like he slept with her or something, and she didn't like the comment. And
I think if I remember Vega, he brought up his past about. Remember when I interviewed him for skidmark.org?
Yeah, it was something about him sleeping around though, or something.
Yeah, it was something about some stripper had done something to him. No, and it brought up because I don't think it went down too well.
No, it went down.
It's not being broadcasted, by the way, is it?
No. I get the pun. I get the pun. Went down. I get it. Usually I haven't even been recording the Zoom room lately, but I just recorded it because Amazon. But yeah, no, we're not on the air. We're just in the Zoom room together.
Yeah. So he's desperate to get back on the show, but obviously I think his missus is a bit not. She's still a bit, you know.
Well, you better tell.
You know, like for bearing grudges for years.
Yeah. Well,
you're a marked man.
Hey, you know what? You better tell him to make sure his wife doesn't watch the show beforehand, because then she really won't let him on the show.
But yeah, he's really keen. He's been wanting to come back on the show for ages.
Yeah, I mean, we always had a great time with Kirk, and he always had a great time with us. So the only thing that messed it up was his wife. Otherwise, you know, whatever. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. I will talk to you, Skidder, maybe Monday, but I will talk to you through chatting. Patty,
I'll leave comments every day. So
yeah, Patty, maybe I'll see you later.
Yes, maybe you'll see me later.
8:30. Scotzo, I know you have no life. I'll see you at 8:30.
Definitely. I have the same life you do.
Yeah, I have no life. All right, guys, take it easy.
Take
Everybody
care, man.
be safe. Bye. Peace out.